All right, let's get into it. Now, how do I put all of this into words, It's a trip because oftentimes I come here and I sit here and I speak and it's as if the words literally flow from elsewhere, right? They come from somewhere else, somewhere deep within, somewhere I don't know. Because it's like when I press this button, I just let it flow. Simple as that. And lately has been nothing but, just improvements and changes and I mean it's always that way. It's always that way when you're in line with your purpose and you're in line with trying to achieve the things that you want, and you're in line with the people around you, and you want to see the people around you succeed, and likewise they want to see you succeed, and so we all want to see each other succeed, right? So for me, as of lately, I felt like I feel like my energy is almost unlimited, and my workouts are through completely through the roof, completely through the roof. I mean, my routines right now, I'm back into fighting once a week, and soon I'm going to be hopping into a gym out here as well too, some sort of boxing gym. I can't wait for that. I can't wait. That's going to be great. So here I got my crew, my team, my brothers, my tribe, whom I live with, right? See, that's number one. That's my first PowerPoint. Now we're really getting into the teaching here. So that's the first PowerPoint, right? And then here is where I draw most of my energy, where I completely rebalance. This center here is like the epicenter, literally, for all of us. We come here, it's as a home. It's more than a home. It's more than a home. So many people out there that I talk to, they just go to work, come home, go to work, come home, do some other bullshit, come home. And if they live alone, or maybe they got a roommate or two or three, but there's nothing more to it than that. There's nothing more to it than that. So here, knowing that we think beyond that, and we have the tech that we have, the mindsets that we have, the knowledge that we have, being the type of guys that are excelling in everything that we do. No joke, no shit, right? I could back that up. You want to create a second PowerPoint, right? So see, if you don't have the first one, like I just kind of described to you, you're already lacking. You're already lacking in something. Because most likely you're some sort of a lone wolf, you're trying to lone wolf it out there, or you might have people around you, however, there's nothing organized going on and everyone's kind of just doing their own thing, you know. And that's lame. That's lame because there's power in numbers. There's always power in numbers. And you could say stuff like, yeah, your friends might want what's best for you, but are you a team? Are you teaming up? Are you like operating like your own organization? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. And so start there. You create that point, right? Second, you want to start branching out. You want to start branching out. See, every guy, every man for sure needs a fucking team of some sort. You need a fucking team. Get a team together. My second team, for example, is like with the clothing line, The Illuminated, right? The Illuminated is a clothing line that we're working on. And here I have a secondary team that also generates its own power. It's nothing but productivity, nothing but communication, productivity, planning, and strategizing. And thus we create from there. We create. We're going to continuously create. Creation is something that I hold very high in my mind, because without creation, there's stagnation. It's simple as that. You can't stagnate. You don't want to stagnate. Most people are stagnating. Most people are just living the same life as everybody else. You're living the same life as the next person, as the next person, as the next person, as the next person, as the next person. And we're trying to break out of that fucking matrix, because that's the matrix that was given to us. Those are the rules of the matrix that were put into place for us by someone else. And, you know, there's ways to maneuver through the matrix. Usually the fastest way to get ahead in this matrix. I even hate calling it a matrix because of fucking Andrew Tate. That guy ruined that word, honestly, you know? I mean, like, I got mixed feelings about the guy and what he preaches, but whatever. We can still call it matrix, the paradigm, or whatever you want to call it, right? So most of the time, if people want to bounce out of that, they got to usually turn unethical, because turning unethical is a sure, easy, guaranteed way to get ahead. For example, crime pays, right? Everyone says that saying that crime pays, and that's because crime is simply being unethical, right? It's easy to break the rules of the laws or whatever, the laws of the land, and then go and like rob a fucking store because it's easy, but you're becoming unethical at that point, right? And society could program with shitty rules like it's okay to rob a store if you're like, you know, impoverished or this or that or whatever, but that promotes more behavior that's more unethical. It's like a slippery slope. Basically, you're just promoting people to be fucking criminals, right? And then that's why me personally, I can't live in a city like San Francisco. I just can't, because I'm not for that. I'm not for that. I'm simply not. I think no one should be stealing. Like nobody of any class of anything should ever be stealing. It's just wrong. It's unethical. So in order to gain ahead the best way, you got to keep the ethics in. You got to do things the right way, the proper way. You don't want to lie, cheat, steal. You don't want to, you know, if you got customers, clients, things like that, whatever it may be, the way you get your money. So your PowerPoints not only have to be solidified and strong, but they have to be clean. Clean communication, clean rules and boundaries. Nothing's being hidden, no shady shit, nothing like that. Nothing like that. See, I am so hyper aware now. If there's something that I can't tell somebody, I become instantly alert of that, because that's a problem right there. And I haven't had this happen to me in a long time. I haven't had it happen to me in a long, long time. Because nowadays, even if I feel like I'm having a hard time telling someone something or whatever, if I feel like I gotta hide it from them, I say it anyways. You just gotta say it anyways. And what this does is it keeps you clean, right? We're talking about generating power and PowerPoints here. The cleaner you are, the cleaner the power is going to be of what you're generating within your life and the way that you move, right? If you do shit dirty, you still might get power, but it's going to be dirty power, and that shit can easily bounce back at you. It's going to fuck you up in the end. It's going to fuck you up, and you're not going to be able to face the world. You're not going to be able to look people in the eyes. You're going to have more anxiety than other people. You're not going to rest as well as other people. Like that's the dark path there. That's the dark path. You don't want to head down that dark path. See, we're trying to head down the right path, the path of doing things the right way, proper way. So if we're about generating energy in our life and in our day to day, it has to be worked down all the way down to the way that you speak to people. Are you holding things back from people? Do you withhold information from certain individuals? Do you say things about certain individuals behind someone's back that you wouldn't want someone else to hear? See, these are all things that we got to think about, especially you might have to think about, because I already think about it. I already think about it. And that's how you stay very clean, very clean. And then the cleaner that you get, it's actually a feeling that you get. It's an actual feeling that you get. And you got to know to yourself, know to your own damn self that you have nothing inside that you wouldn't be willing to talk about like publicly or whatever. Nothing hidden. No creepy, scary fucking skeletons in those closets. So you got to work that shit out with yourself. That's something that you got to work on. We all got to work on. Everybody's been through different shit and done different shit. Me personally, high school dropout, just made music, got addicted to drugs, you know, hella girls and shit back then, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, yada, yada, yada. Eventually got work done, you know, that type of lifestyle, kind of unhealthy. Still had a good fucking time though. Still had a good fucking time. See, I've been through all of that. And I know there's a fuck ton of people out there that wish they had the experience that I had. You know, certain people I wouldn't even realize it until I talk about it to other people that, you know, some people never even got invited to a fucking party before in their life, you know? Some people like didn't even have girlfriends or start dating or lose their virginity until they're like, you know, 18, 19, 20 or 21. So you find things out about people. You gotta be able to speak about it. Because I could have been ashamed about it. I could have been ashamed about all of that I just talked about. But you know what? That's the shit that makes me me. So instead of feeling like ashamed or dirty about it like most motherfuckers would, nah, fuck that. That's my source of power right there, actually. That's what makes me me. That's what actually made me cool. Literally, that was my fucking edge back then. And that shaped and formed my personality today. Yes, now even more intelligent. Yes, now even more conscious and aware and ethical and just healthy in general, right? Finally got shit together. Beanie keeps fucking falling down my face for some reason. Maybe it's because I got this hoodie on. Take this off. I feel like I adjusted my beanie like fucking 100 times. Anyways, enough about the fucking beanie. I'm just talking about you know, keeping the energy clean. Because that's how I felt lately. I feel very, very like clean. Very, very clean. Very good. Very clean. Just like very laid back and chill. My anxieties are almost non-existent right now. And fuck, man, not a lot of people could say that shit either. How many people out there are dealing with anxiety and shit, you know? A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And a lot of anxiety comes from shitty fucking communication too. Bad communication. People just doing weird shit to each other left and fucking right out there. Just weird shit. You know, people can't talk for shit. They can't talk for shit like at all. Anywhere I go, the convenience store, the here, the there, like fuck. Here's this guy that works at the fucking gas station that I sometimes see. Every time I see this guy, he just looks so like down. Like he's an older Indian guy. He looks really miserable, and I feel bad for him because like I could see it in his eyes. And I try to have a conversation with him, but he's just like not there. He's like he like mumbles like I can't understand this guy, and like I want to talk to him. The more that I talk to him, the more I don't want to talk to him. It's like a fucked up paradox, whatever this guy got going on, right? And it's just that's the way it goes. Most places that you walk into. And I mean, hey, it's not like every fucking place I go into, like I'm talking to everybody, you know. I keep my own communication reserved and use it when I want to use it, talk when I want to talk. But most of the time I do. Most of the time I do. Just ask around, see what's going on with people out there. They're always like in this like robot mode, and then if you say the right thing, you could kind of like snap them out of it. And it's like, whoa, yeah, hey, we're here, we're alive, we're having an existence and an experience going on. As of today, I've decided that I'm going to be quitting Tesla in May because business is starting to pick up really well in my medical supplies business. We got the clothing line going on the side. That project is going to come about really well. It already is coming about really, really well. And with that growing and that coming about, I mean, fuck, I'm gonna have so much free time like I originally had. I already have a lot of free time, but I'm gonna have that maximum freedom, that freedom that people crave. See, I've been able to taste that. And I had that for fucking years now. And that's just my reality. That's just my experience. It's never too far away. And once you obtain it once it becomes of your reality, See, and a lot of people don't think they can have that because it's not of their reality, right? It's not even of their reality. They're so gone in the mind, caught up, caught up in that anxiety, caught up in that muddy feeling that they feel, probably from drinking too many fucking nights. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. That shit will affect you. Everything in this society is designed to literally lower your consciousness. Literally lower your consciousness. I mean, everywhere, fucking everywhere. It's like we almost can't escape it. We almost can't escape it. And if it's not like something of society that's lowering your consciousness, it's someone like in your family, some weird conversation that you had, or some weird conversation that you had with a friend, or just some weird conversation that you had with like some fucking person when you're out. Like it's weird. Like communication is everything. Like there's this one guy that works at a store that I go to, and I was like a repeat. I've been a repeat there for like fucking years. And every time I go there, like this dude is like so fucking cool, right? Every conversation has been like really nice, upbeat, and just really good, really pleasant. Until one day, the communication just got weird between us. Like I don't know. He just said some things that for me just registered as off, kind of like braggy, kind of like bragging a little too much, or whatever it is. And it was almost like I saw a new side of this guy. And I was just like, at that point, I was like, whoa, I feel like I never want to talk to the fucking guy again. It's weird. It's very strange. Now, I'll probably still talk to the dude again, but it's just really interesting how that like one sliver of a moment, I was like, whoa, man, that was a whole different side of you. I didn't even know was there. But see, that's what makes communication important. That's what makes communication important to your loved ones, your girlfriends, your parents, your family. You got to clean up that as well too. That's another thing I've been working on, cleaning up the lines with my mom and my dad and my family, and that's going extremely well too. That makes me feel good. That's something to look forward to. I love them to fucking death. I love them to death. So I see them once a week and do what I can to help them out and just be a good fucking son. Be a good son. Yeah. Yeah. And I already know. I already know. See, right now we're good. We're doing good, right? But once that cash really starts rolling in, like how it should, like how it was, I'm definitely going to be taking care of them. Definitely, definitely. And the only reason why I didn't do that before was because, well, I was just ignorant. I was just ignorant. But see, I learned too. I'm learning too. I'm working on myself as well too. And I learn new things about myself every day, every month, every fucking year. Every fucking year. So that's number one on the list right there. That's number one. And that actually drives me. That's my light fuel right there. Yes, there's some darkness in it. There's a darkness and a light aspect to that fuels me. But I use my parents and knowing what they've been through and how they are, right? There's a whole fucking long story behind that. A whole long story on my upbringing, my type of upbringing, how my parents are. My dad being a Vietnam War veteran, and my mom has like a really bad chronic pain condition in her leg from like a fucked up surgery in the 80s. Like a really bad, like you can't heal it. It's in the nerves. It's in the deep in the tissue. And so it's painful every day for her. Very painful. And so yeah, I take that, I use that as fuel. Fuck, there's so much fuel around me. So much I could utilize to push myself forward, because I just think like, how much I'm going to take care of them, and beyond that, how much I'm going to take care of my brothers when they need something, take care of this amazing home of which we reside in, and make that even better. What else can we do? What else can we do if we really 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 get to that max potential, right? And then we just put all of that together. Fuck, we're going to build so much. We're like fucking architects in the making, the way that we're devising these plans, and that we're creating these ideas, and putting our minds and our imaginations together. And I remember back in the days when I would try to talk to my friends, my old friends, Be like, we need to do some shit like this. And it's no one was down. Everyone just wanted to keep doing drugs and drink and party. Drugs and drink and party. I'm like, fuck. Let's do some shit, you know? People used to think I was crazy for wanting to start a business. Crazy for, because they saw me as the type of guy like I was gonna fail, like I was destined to fail or some shit. Everybody thought I was gonna fail. Everybody probably thought I was gonna be like a loser or some shit until I turned that shit around on them naturally. What, you couldn't tell from my musical ability that what I put my own intelligence to, I'm able to build and create. Because see, when I was doing music, that was just my intelligence and application to that shit. That was just my intelligence and application to that. And all it is in achieving is just applying your intelligence to what it is that you want. You apply your intelligence to that shit, and how, and to the effect of which you can focus your intelligence is going to be the result. Now, you know, you got intelligence, you also got vision and imagination. To which extent is your imagination at play? How powerful is your imagination? That's also going to push forth your ideas, right? The faith that you have behind the ideas to carry things out. It's like a spiritual knowingness and intuition, spiritual knowingness and intuition. And that in of itself could get blocked too if your ethics are off, or if you're not clean. That shit in of itself too gets blocked easily if you're doing too much drugs, too much this, too much that, not getting enough rest, not treating your body properly. Because you need the channels to flow. The channels got to flow. Your body is an instrument. Your mind is an instrument. Your voice and your communication is an instrument. This is my song right here that I'm preaching. This is my instrument at play. So the more that we keep that clean, the more that we're able to channel that into our creations. And we all want to be masters at creating, because being able to create ultimately means that you're a master of your destiny. And you want to be a master of your own destiny. And a lot of that begins in the mind and in the thoughts and in the words, right? The mind and the thoughts and the words. There has to be a harmony within the mind, a harmony, a knowingness that there is going to be harmony. Because if there's harmony within, then you'll find the harmony without. Being out ethics would be the opposite of harmony. That's a disharmony. That's a disharmony in yourself and your own belief systems. That's a disharmony in yourself and the environment, quite honestly. So the more harmony, the better. And we got to know too, that there are many natural laws at play, many natural laws. These natural laws that govern everything around us, the natural laws that bring nothing into something, the natural laws that just bring things about and into existence, the natural laws of the cells in my body, the way that my mind is able to make me breathe and I don't even have to think about it. The subconscious is the bridge between the natural laws and everything out here. It's the subconscious. And how much of all this is our subconscious? Probably quite a lot. More than we think, more than we'll know. Because we'll never really know how our subconscious is operating. We just know that it's reacting to the commands of our thoughts. And see, that's a clue right there. That's a clue right there. Your thought, quality of your thoughts. The quality of your thoughts is going to influence the subconscious. So you could just know right there that the quality of your own thoughts is also going to affect the outside. Now, how much do you observe your thoughts? Are you aware of them? Are you aware? Because within my practice in the past few months, shout out to the book, The Master Key System. Shout out to Will for putting me onto that. My thoughts, I've been able to become really good at this thing, and I don't get too many negative thoughts. Maybe in the past couple of days I've had a couple of disruptions, but my baseline now, my baseline in my mind is so much better than where it used to be. And now it's kind of like I've gained like a full control over it, a very full control over it. It's probably a lot of the meditation that helps out, the meditating, the dieting, just going out on fucking walks, the way that I'm able to clear out my mind. Because the goal from this point out is simply to create. We're here now. We're here. We're on this journey. We've teamed the fuck up. And now we're living out our fucking lives. But we're living out our lives in a way that we're in alliance. We're in an alliance, because that's the only way in this motherfucker, in this society at this point. You gotta team up. You gotta gang up. You gotta tribe up. You need a fucking team. You need a team. If you're just some lone wolf fucking guy, you're just with your fucking girlfriend all day. Some lone wolf fucking guy, you're just with your fucking wife all day in your little house, all shacked up and shit. All shacked up, becoming a fucking Teletubby and shit up in there. All soft and squishy. Keeps cooking you shit and keep fucking eating it. Maybe you work out a little bit, but you know damn well you're not doing it enough. That's that type of life. Like, fuck. That shit will rob you of your soul. Rob you of your fucking soul. Damn. Thank God I never followed that blueprint. Thank God the people that I know what's up with that blueprint. That blueprint is a lie. It's false. It's false. So we're not about that shit. We're not. At the end of the day, love is love. Fuck it. But I don't need to sign a fucking piece of paper. I don't need to sign a fucking piece of paper. So we keep our life clean, our mind clean. We create. The cleaner we are, the more we're able to create. We team up, put our minds together, stay focused, plain and simple. Fucking military operation. Shit, I almost wanted to wear my camouflage, but you know, I've been wearing it a little too much. Wanted to throw on a little bit of different jacket before going out tonight and going to fucking kill it in downtown. Getting that energy up, getting this communication out. Yeah. Still experimenting with the psilocybin, still experimenting with the testosterone, still experimenting. I don't know what else am I experimenting with? I don't know. I've been drinking more green juices, freshly squeezed fucking juices, nourishing my body with that. Oh, and I'm off nicotine pretty much. Like, I may have like one little smoke at the end of the night. It's like one little smoke. I barely like take a puff of it. Barely take a puff of my nicotine. Other than that, throughout the day, there's no fucking nicotine. Wow. Holy shit. That's amazing. Fuck that. All right. I think this was good enough. This was a wrap. Yeah, it's a good wrap. It's 9:31 right now. We're trying to head out pretty soon. What do we got in here right now? Oh, congrats. Thanks, Armando, man. Yeah, man. My journey. I think you're congratsing me on the nicotine thing. My journey with the nicotine has been on and off relationship, on and off. Sometimes I'm doing it more, sometimes less, here and there, all over. Sometimes I quit for like 4 months, I pick it up again. All I know is that every time I'm able to stop it. So that's all I know. I know how to stop it. Like, I think now I'm so good at quitting it that I just pick up the habit and then I quit again because I know I could quit. Does that make sense? It's like this weird thing, weird little cycle. I don't know. Strange fucking cycle. But I mean, I only, like everyone else, like I pick it up more intensely when I'm in more high stress. But I haven't felt that in a long time. I haven't. No. So yeah. All right, we could open this up. We can real quick if anyone has anything to say. If not, I'm just going to end it here and log off. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm doing 2 tomorrow. 2 streams. Don't know what time yet. If you catch them, you catch them. Anybody want to chime in real quick? Say, give a little word or 2 or 3, maybe 4. No. All right, we could have this here going once. And twice. Go once, go twice, and sold. All right, everybody. Thank you for attending and joining this here. All of the 3 people in here. I'll see you on the next one. Most motherfuckers, we're out.